Wow. All right, everybody. Today I'm going to be reviewing another movie, this time Him. I believe it was produced by Jordan Peele. I don't want to say he wrote it. I don't want to put that on him because this was a rough movie. Now, going into this movie, I was very intrigued by the marketing of this movie all throughout the summer and into the fall. But then as the movie got closer, I just kept seeing the previews and the trailers, and it's like, is this going to be one of those movies that really doesn't have a story and it's just kind of trying to get by on shock value? And it turns out that's exactly what it was. The first 20 minutes of the movie, it actually has a decent premise and it has potential to be a good movie, but it just falls flat, and I'll explain why. It follows this kid, Cameron Cade. He wants to be a quarterback. He wants to make it into the NFL, presumably. His dad put a bunch of pressure on him. His dad ends up passing away, and he's trying to make it into the league. Whatever, that's fine. Then when the movie goes completely haywire is when he goes to Marlon Wayans, who plays the current quarterback of the team he's trying to get drafted to, as his kind of mentor or whatever. And it has the potential to be this good horror movie if it had a story to it, but it loses any structure and substance whatsoever, and it just gets by on just flashing lights and loud noises and satanic, like, pagan symbolism, and it's a bunch of nothingness. It reminds me of if it was like it reminds me of a Terrifier movie, except even less entertaining than that. Like, it was made by a bunch of middle school students. It truly is that bad. And I like the actors. I like Marlon Wayans, and I like the guy that was, I forget his name, but he was in I Know What You Did Last Summer, earlier in the summer. I like him, but the movie didn't allow them to show their acting skills or anything. The only thing it showed was the writer's writing skills, which was terrible. This movie, another movie it reminded me of was Midsummer, where it's just a bunch of weird rituals that are supposed to scare you or anything, but you just get bored. Like, there is no structure to this movie. There is no plot. It could have been, following him and his journey to the league while the devil slowly took over him, or whatever symbolism they wanted to do. But instead, it was just cut into 3 different acts, going from scene to scene with jump scares and gore, and it was terrible. Now, even the movie was so bad. After the movie, I was outside. My friends were going to the bathroom. And I was asking everybody that was coming out of the theater, like, did you think the movie was good? I mean, I thought it was trash. Did you think it was good? And I was expecting everybody to say, like, man, that shit was ass. But some people liked it. I guess the bar is really low. I don't know. There was one guy that was like, nah, man, that shit was ass, which is my feelings exactly. It was just the type of horror movie that just I hate, which is that we don't have to have good writing because this is horror, so we can just get by chopping people's limbs off and flashing lights that make you have seizures and loud noises, and it was just terrible all around. So that's my review. Thank God it was only an hour and a half, and I didn't waste more than that watching it. I don't know. That was terrible. I don't know what movie I'm going to see next. I know that Leonardo DiCaprio movie comes out, but it's like 3 hours long. I don't know. We'll see. But that's my movie review of Him so far. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie in the comments. If you didn't see the movie yet, I encourage you not to. Save your money and your time. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time.